Chairman, first, you know, my party leader likes to say, usione simba menyeshewa ukadhani ni paka. It is very difficult for me to relate the person who has appeared before the Senate today and the person that I have seen in the videos there, and certainly very difficult to relate you, Governor, to the picture that was painted by Council for the County Assembly during his opening statement. I was convinced that you are ready to invade Isiolo and to invade Tharaka Nithi and the neighboring counties. But so, Governor, you know, the beauty with us is that we are politicians. There are certain political nuances that we will get that probably will escape the legal minds. And we want you to deal with us as your political colleagues. You have been a member of parliament. This chair has been a member of parliament for a long time. There is things we know between us, and you know what I'm talking about. But let me begin. The case has been laid out here that there were two impeachment motions. There was a first motion to which a court order was issued and it was stopped. In your testimony there, you have averred again that there was a court order that prevented you from attending the second impeachment. Governor, was there a court order for the second impeachment process?
From the advice by my legal person is that because the first order was given and the case hearing was to be January, you advised me that it will be contempt of court.
This was a second impeachment. You are saying your legal counsel advised you still not to appear for the second impeachment?
Yes.
It is also possible, Governor, that since you had seen, you yourself have testified that you knew that these people had already taken a position. It is okay to say that you decided not to go to those proceedings because you knew these MCAs had made up their minds. What we don't want to get a sense of, because we, as I said, we politicians pick up certain nuances. We know our own cleverness. So if we get the sense that you're being clever with us, it upsets us. So the second question, Governor, these appointments, you are aware that firefighting is a county government function.
Yes.
Firefighting is a county government function. So when you are asked and then you say that these people were going to be the ones making calls, in this area of Timau, what would you say would be the percentage number of people who have phones? Why would you need these two people to be the ones to call in case there are fires? What would you say? How many people in Timau don't have phones?
That was a request, Honorable Senator, from the residents of Timau.
That they wanted two people who could call the county government when there is a fire.
The number of people was entirely to me to decide because I was the one to pay them.
But these people were to make phone calls in the event there is a fire to the county government?
Not only phone calls, but also give assistance to the areas that have been with such issues.
Okay. Some more political cleverness. This question of the harassment of Honorable Mitili at this event where you are saying it was demanded by the crowd. Governor, in all honesty, had you spoken to that crowd about any of the previous events, the events of a preceding day that involved this honorable MCA, that could have incited or driven this crowd to make this demand?
It was my normal speech before he arrived, because I arrived before him.
Good. Did it touch on any of the matters that had happened prior between you and the assembly?
Of course, yes. I am to tell them that I was denied access, of which they knew, and they asked me, what is the way forward?
So you have seen us at rallies, here, all of us, saying, "Ni nyinyi mumesema sio mimi."
Yes.
You know we know what we are doing. Okay. Lastly, Chair, there is this question of the accusation that you are working with the opponents of these MCAs. And in fact, one of them has testified here, Chair. I think it was the county secretary, is it the chief of staff? And we have seen another one in the video. Do you not see that this could be a genesis for the bad blood between you and the MCAs? Doesn't matter if you call me. Doesn't matter if you call me, but if you also call Bishop Margaret Wanjiru, and you are the person who has become president, and you are giving her all this prominence, and don't you see as a politician that could be the basis of sowing discord between me and you?
Honorable Senator, the two people that have been accused of working with have been my long-time friends. And because they have been my friends and they lost the election, am I supposed to abandon them in my meetings?
So are you saying there are only those two?
They have brought two of them.
No,
I'm not aware
the
of
ones you're working with, Governor, are they only those two?
so many of them.
Of the ones who came number 2?
No. Those who came number 2, only one.
Okay. Finally, I want you to tell me, as a person who, I'm the Senator of Nairobi, I'm not intimately or intricately involved in the issues of Meru. What is the one solution, because we have tried many, if applied by this Senate in the county of Meru, everything would work? Is it this ward fund? Is it your impeachment? Is it the dissolution of the assembly? In your view, as a leader elected in Meru, what is this one solution if applied by the Senate today? Meru would be up and running again.
Thank you, Honorable Senator. The one solution that I think can solve all the problems is making the word FAD legal or have a framework to work with.
I thank you, Chair.
Chair, thank you. Thank you, Chair. Yes, thank you, Chair. Chair, because the Honorable Governor is a bishop, I want to take a biblical perspective. And I want to ask Governor Kawira Mwangaza, what does the Bible say about a loose tongue?